New Guinea. Giant mud crab for dinner tonight. For the next few days, we need to catch our own food. We need to load up this boat with enough fuel, enough food and provisions for the next few weeks here in Papua New Guinea as we are getting back to basics. We're heading out to the islands. We're going to be exploring some really untouched and remote areas in one of the most beautiful, but also one of the most dangerous countries in the world. We're excited to share it with you guys. This is an episode of Getting Back to Basics. Subscribe if you're new here. Let's go out there.
Oh no!
Get off my popper.
Get it in,
That's so good, that's such a good sign.
Oi, go on!
Dinner and dessert and maybe lunch.
I better turn this off, I'm getting some weird looks.
Is what getting back to basics is all about.
So Papua New Guinea is a pretty wild country. I think Google will tell you it's maybe top 3 most dangerous countries in the world. The crime rate is through the roof. But it's this exact reason, it's kind of the fear of the danger, which has actually kept the crowds away and managed to preserve the natural beauty of the country. And that's what we're heading out to explore on this trip. And hopefully with a bit of local knowledge, we'll be able to dodge the rascals.
Drink.
Morning coffee.
Morning coffee.
Just fueling up and getting ready to go. The boat's getting loaded up, the ocean is absolute perfection, and we're going out there. Woo! All right, let's do it. Man, there's some really beautiful islands that we're cruising past today. White sand, clear water. Check this one out.
Beautiful village. People just living up just behind the beach here.
Yeah. Someone fishing off the rocks there. This is bloody beautiful, mate. I was already feeling good and calm, and like just pulling in here, I'm like 20% calmer. Imagine living here. Captain's just getting stocked up with some buai, betel nut. Let's go have a walk around there.
Beautiful grass, isn't it?
Like a golf course.
Yeah.
From Moresby.
Yeah.
It's beautifully kept. Coconuts, guavas. Garden of Eden out the back there. Yeah. The guys have just said that the next island over is a really good spot for mud crabs. So, a bit of a change of plan. We're going to jump in the boat and go try our luck looking in the mangroves for one of the best feeds in the area, giant mud crabs. You staying here?
Yeah, I want to stay here. This is me now.
See you, mate.
All the best. Good luck. We swap.
We got an upgrade.
Mangrove in there.
Looks like there's a mangrove creek in here, so that's where we're heading, over the reef flats into the mangroves. There's some nice mangroves here and some really clear water. This would be a perfect spot to spot a mud crab. So the captain's staying with the boat because we've got a dropping tide on the reef, and we're walking up into this island, up a little creek through this mangrove system with Andrew, who's one of the locals from the neighbouring island. It's getting really hot in here, man.
It's getting hot, it's getting muddy. Looks like a prime place for a mud crab to live.
Sorry mate, it's going to be a bit slippery after me. We've come into a different environment now. It's partially mangrove, but mostly sand, coral, and thousands of coconut trees. I think this must have been an old coconut plantation from many years ago. We'll find a bigger one.
Find a bigger one.
Everyone's kind of split off now and is stealthily making their way through the mangroves looking for these mud crabs. The approach I'm taking is just under the base of these big tree roots and fallen tree trunks, and hopefully they're sort of seeking refuge under a big structure like that. You see a good spot, mate?
Oh, just under that big tree root. Looks good.
This looks very likely, doesn't it, under there? this log here can give me a bit of a vantage point, hopefully spy down and spot one of these big Papua New Guinea mud crabs. Bit of a ripple over there. Something disturbed the water over here. Nothing. The Papua New Guinea mud crabs are world renowned for being some of the biggest and most aggro anywhere in the world. We've seen some giants in the markets, and now we're keen to get our hands on some for ourselves. There's a bit of a sense of urgency when you're in the mangroves like this at low tide, because it won't be long until that tide starts rushing back in and all of this area will actually be underwater. So hopefully we can grab a few crabs and then get out of here. I'm just sort of poking around with the machete, and if there's a crab there, he'll let me know about it. Let's continue this game of hide and seek. Any luck, boys?
No luck so far. Andrew was saying that it's a bit better when there's some more water, because right now at low tide the mud crabs will be deep in all their holes.
Okay.
And here, when the tide comes in, they come out when there's a bit more water.
Alright, makes sense.
PNG crabs 1, back to basics crew 0. That's alright, we'll keep moving.
She's really heating up now. It's probably almost the middle of the day. I reckon our time is better spent under the water. Let's go for a swim.
Andrew shared with us that this ecosystem is one of the main areas for people to come and gather food. Obviously the reef and catching fish on the ocean, but pretty much every day people are coming over in the boat or paddling over in a dugout canoe to walk through and collect mud mussels, mud crabs, and yeah, all the other tasty treats of the mangroves.
Time for a swim, eh, Dale? Maybe some spearfishing. Only a small one? A little like that's all, eh?
So much fight.
Just started trolling along as we're getting the gear ready, and Dale just threw it out and fish on.
Oh, get it in, get it in.
Yeah!
What's that rod tip, man?
It's a huge vermiculate coral trout. Just got it trolling along the edge here, and man, it looked like something bit it. There's a bite mark in the top of his head. Beautiful trout.
That's our lance.
Big mouse, eh?
Yeah!
Let's
That's
get in
so
there.
good, that's such a good sign.
That's a good sign that fish are feeding here at the moment. We can tell the current is coming in. That means this is going to be the pressure edge. We're going to throw wetsuits on, jump in with a spear gun and see what's down there.
The current is so strong.
Vermiculated trout. Really happy with that. Big mouth.
Oh, rain's coming.
Absolutely stunning is this, just the rainforest growing over the limestone onto the reef. We'll jump in here.
Thanks, bro. Give me one more try. Yep.
Oh, there's a big school of moo here. The big eye sea bream. They're just hanging off the drop off here. Let's see if we can get one. Nice, man.
I don't know what it is, but it's just walloped me and wrapped me around a rock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think I've got it free now. Oh no, we got ourselves a reef shark. We jumped in the water, so many amazing fish, couldn't spare them, thought we'd get them on a line, and we got the one shark. You bugger. Get off my popper.
Beautiful through here. The mangroves come straight down onto the reef.
Oh, I'll be completely honest with you guys. When we're out here on the move, one of the biggest issues isn't always just finding food, fish, or shelter. It's actually phone reception. We, as you know, sort of film and edit and upload these videos from some pretty wild locations, and staying connected can honestly be a nightmare. But over the last couple of months, we've been using Nomad eSIM, which has honestly made life so much easier. An eSIM, which I didn't know a year ago, basically means that there's no physical SIM card. You just open the app, grab a plan for whatever country or region that you're in, and yeah, you're online within minutes. And one of the best parts is that we can use it between 3 different people, all hotspotting, so we can upload footage, send files, book accommodation or flights, all off the same plan. Nomad's got global and regional plans starting from just over $1 a gig, so it's super affordable. I was traveling through Japan a couple of months ago, and it was so much easier than when you get to the airport, you're waiting the big line to get the hard, card. Yeah, you just jump on that, and I was online within minutes. Look, if you're traveling and you want to stay connected without all the hassle, just scan the QR code right there, or head now to the Nomad app, and you can use the code NOM, N-O-M, B2B, NOM B2B at the checkout to get a really big discount on your first eSIM. Let's get back into it. Just been cruising through all these islands this morning, and from a distance it looks like a lot of them are uninhabited, and then as you get closer there's like a couple of little timber dugout canoes on the edge of the beach, and then you walk up and there might be a little school or a church, a couple of longboats. I can hear there's like a chainsaw going on at the background. And yeah, life's happening. We just pulled in to quickly say hello. Dale's ex-father-in-law lives there and has a lot of friends that live on the island. It's kind of cool traveling with Gary, the captain, Dale, going through these islands because they've obviously grown up here, spent their lives here. So they've got lots of friends that we've just been pulling in and catching up with. So you get to see a lot of different villages. How's it look from the eagle-eye view, mate?
Yeah, it's pretty specky, mate. Beautiful, beautiful island, beautiful, nice, clean village. Yeah, looks great.
Seagull didn't manage to eat the drone.
No, it did chase the drone, so I chased him back, but he took off.
Thanks, bro. Had such a good day.
Nice to meet you, bro.
See you next time, bro. Yeah. Thanks. Think nice. Hey? Oh yeah, yeah. Rice for you and fish. Yeah, we got heaps.
Thank you very much.
Home sweet home. One for dinner anyway, mate.
Yeah, very happy with that, and also very hungry. Beautiful trout.
So these first few days are a bit of a shakedown trip, I suppose, to make sure the boat works, make sure the gear is good and all ready to go and the cameras are ready before we set off further afield to a remote group of islands that we've been looking at the charts of for a number of years now.
Beautiful, bro.
It's got to be our favourite time of the day when it feels like almost all the hard work is done, the fish has been caught. Now it's just a matter of getting this fire up, letting it go down to a coal base, and then you guys know what happens next. Fish will find its way on top of the fire with just the right amount of seasoning. I think once again tonight we're going to have rice, we're going to have sweet potatoes, we're going to have one hell of a feast, and this is what getting back to basics is all about.
How are we going to do it, bro?
Seasoning.
Yep.
With some season, some lime, fresh from the tree.
Yep.
And a bit of salt, and that's it, on the fire. Back to basic.
Yeah.
Number one.
feel like the boys are turning into a bit of a well-oiled machine. It's all hands on deck here. What do you got going on, mate?
Well, my role this afternoon is scrubbing the red dirt off the sweet potatoes. Handful of sand, pre-salting as well. We're going to boil them up, and then we'll finish them off on the fire.
Nice.
Straight on the fire.
That's nice, man.
Boiled sweet potatoes.
Nice. That looks so good, boys. Dinner and dessert and maybe lunch.
A bit of pressure on you at the moment. Oh. Well done, team. That looks incredible.
Little bit of garnish.
Hey.
Bit of olive oil on the sweet potatoes from the markets. Fish and chips, simple seafood. I'm really looking forward to this. Dale, this fish, mate, is incredible.
Awesome.
Here, bro. How's the flavour?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well
man.
done, boys. Looks awesome.
I'm so excited.
Cameras down, let's eat, eh?
Yeah. See you in the morning.
Right, we're gonna go do a little bit of provisioning so that when we leave tomorrow, we're self-sufficient for the next couple of weeks. So
All good, boys?
first stop to the market, see what fresh produce we can get.
All right, let's see if we can get some fresh produce. The local market really is the centre of town. It's where deals are done, people meet up, get all your produce for the week. It's probably the most happening spot in town, right by the water. Hey, morning. Hi. Everyone's so friendly. Coconut oil, big trevally all wrapped up, all the different lunchtime feeds. We need to find some fresh produce. Hey, hello. Hello.
Hello, can we have 2 o'clock? These are the best nuts in the world, and we don't get them in Australia. They call them gallop nuts here. Breakfast.
Cheers. Don't even need to climb the trees today. We got
Basket of coconuts.
basket of coconuts.
What do you got, mate?
Oh, I got a little bit of ginger tea, or to add to meals.
Free.
Thanks. We'll have these out on the boat for lunch to cook fish with. Ceviche. We're going to get a bunch of bananas. These are actually for cooking, so we'll throw these on the fire when we do meals at night. Get a couple of bunches of these. 10 kina.
15 kina. Right, sweet potatoes.
They call cocoa.
Cocoa.
Yes.
KK cocoa.
Cocoa.
Yeah, KK cocoa. 3 kina. Down this end is the fresh fish market, but we've left it a little bit late, so it might just be the dregs or the leftovers today, but it's always super interesting to check out what the locals have been catching. See one big full of butt. Oh, variety of species here, the common coral trout, and you can see how he's different to the bar cheek coral trout.
They've had a good night on the squids.
Yeah, good feed of squid. This one big full of butt. Are you catching? Yeah. Oh.
These are the big-eyed sea bream, or moo, that eluded us yesterday. We just kept diving that one ledge and just couldn't get them.
That's them, eh?
That's them.
Really speeding. Oh, what name do this plant?
Clamshell.
Clamshell.
Yes.
Okay. And what name do this plant top kitchen?
Kingdom.
Kingdom. Okay. English crayfish. Crayfish. Hive of activity this morning as people are coming in and selling their produce, and there's a few sort of deals going on with some raised voices behind me. Hopefully they sort it out. Have a look at this crab behind this lady. I just got one of these sort of fertilizer bags off her, but behind her is one of the biggest crabs I've ever seen. Yeah? Wow. It's huge, eh? Really big. You catch him? Yeah?
25, yeah. This one 25, 2010.
Mate, it feels kind of wrong, but I'd love a feed of mud crabs. Do you reckon we get a feed?
I second that opinion.
25.
Okay, thank
Oh.
you.
You just saved us
Okay.
an hour in the mangrove.
Thank you. Hell of a lot easier than catching it ourselves, that one. You beauty.
Big one.
Big one. That's the one.
This is why there was no mud crabs in the mangroves yesterday.
Check these ones out. Is that the biggest at the market?
And now first, and about
100 for 3 or?
20 for 3.
Thank you.
Mission success at the markets. Let's head into the big smoke, the big town, and see what else we can get our hands on. We need some eggs. At some point we need some fuel. Alright, let's see what they got.
Alright, so they do have a chocolate section. Cacao is one of the main crops that they grow here in Papua New Guinea. So yeah, we found some local chocolate growing a couple of hours away from here. Thank you, Thomas. I can't believe we got chocolate.
Peanut butter,
More peanut butter, more peanut butter.
coffee, and some honey. Should keep us out of trouble for a couple of weeks.
We need to make sure we catch some fish.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't seem like much for a couple of weeks. Where we're going is extremely remote and they don't have access to a lot of basic things like rice or fish hooks, which would be really useful. So we're stocking up on some fish hooks to give away to people or barter if need be.
Yeah, you saw finish. Something over there. Nothing.
Oh, some sinkers. Some sinkers?
Yeah. Maybe selling the one. Yeah.
We'll go change some money.
Yeah.
Come out.
Right here.
Thank you. Thank you. Change some money.
Yeah, change a bit of money. Where we're going, there's no credit card or reception.
Hello.
That bank didn't want to take our money, so we're in at the only other option to change the money. Like a rush hour. I better turn this off. I'm getting some weird looks.
Nah, it's okay.
Just come to where Biwas lives, our captain that'll be coming with us for the next couple of weeks to get some fuel jerrys. It's one of the biggest limitations we have is probably fuel. The rest, you know, we can catch food, we can find places to sleep, but yeah, getting from A to B requires a lot of fuel. So we'll just pick that up and we'll keep moving. You're taking your mud crabs for a swim, mate?
Yeah, got to give the crabs a swim. It's a bloody hot day and they're sort of cooking in the back of the car. So give them a swim, keep them fresh.
What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the boat, and then this big one.
And this is Biwas. When planning this trip and asking for some intel on who would be the best local knowledge to come with us, one name kept coming up, and that was Biwas. And when we asked why, basically it was just people said nobody with Biwas. So he's on board, I guess as a boat captain, but it seems more of a standover security guard with the potential rascals as we go further north. And I could see why nobody with Biwas.
Biwas watching the fuel and watching the mud crab.
Our final stop, and probably the most important to keep the captain and Dale happy. This is the buai market, or betel nut. And this mixed with lime, a couple of key ingredients, will be what the guys are on all day here, and it turns their teeth and mouth bright red and gives them a bit of a high.
I guess this is like the coffee shops where people come to get their fix. There's a lot of betel nut here. So yeah, the everyday produce market is down the road a couple of miles. But this is, hey, hello. This is exclusively betel nut, lime and mustard seed, which combine all those together and you get a really nice high. All right, back at the wharf, let's load the boat up. Let's see how this goes. A couple of 100 kilos. All right.
B, you want him good now? Okay, hold him now, Jack. Yep, hold him now. Hold him now. Yep, okay.
All right, that was high risk. Good job, guys. They're thanking the guys for their help lifting with some betel nuts and buai. This can hold about 220 litres, but we only put 180 in because sort of at all four corners of the top there's holes in it, which have been tried. They tried to patch them up, but as that angled down, we lost a couple of litres. Bit of a buai deal. Thank you so much, bro. Good man.
that time of the day again. Let's get a fire going so we can cook up dinner. Tonight, something special. Some big juicy mud crabs. We've got an escapee. Oh, he's broken out.
Almost got ya.
Yeah, he did almost get me.
That's really lively, isn't it?
He is, man.
Got an escapee out of it. Kind of hoping I capture Jack Strickland getting bitten by a giant mud crab.
This is the tastiest and most aggro meal you can get in Papua New Guinea. Dinner tonight.
And to go with the mud crab, we've got some sweet potatoes from the markets. I'm just going to wash them off in the salt with a scrub from the sand, and they'll go beautifully on the fire. Also guys, if you're interested, I'll leave a QR code right here to our Back to Basics Adventure website, where we've been working behind the scenes for the last couple of years to bring you guys a range of outdoor adventure gear and clothing that we're proud of. So if you're interested, go on, check that out. Right now, we're going to sit back, get some coconuts going, maybe a dash of rum, and get these mud crabs on the fire.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Rambo.
Thanks, Dale. Appreciate it, brother. I'm feeling very spoilt right now. We didn't need to climb the tree. We didn't need to, well, we did go into the mangroves, but we didn't get any crabs.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers, fresh from the markets.
That is incredible.
It's so sweet,
So sweet, yeah.
This is a good pirate's brew, this one, with a bit of coconut. Is as good as it gets.
Good for the soul and hydrating. Double cheers.
Yeah,
it's a real cheers.
Such a good coal base now, eh?
The oven is ready.
There's one that's on the loose in here. Whee. I think the warmer temperature definitely makes these guys quicker and more aggressive. These New Guinea mud crabs are unlike anything we've ever grabbed before. They're just ready to rumble. I'm gonna humanely put this guy to sleep, and then he's gonna go straight on the coals.
Get this beautiful cocoa in the fire. Just on the side.
Hot.
Hot.
That is really, really hot with that coal base in there at the moment. There's no real science to this. It's just basically get the big crabs on the coals, wait till they're nice and orange, and that's a sign that they're ready. Straight in the middle.
Straight in the middle.
They're such big crabs.
It's going to be one hell of a feast, mate. I'm so looking forward to this. Oh, it's going to smoke them.
Keep the heat inside.
Nice.
He's heavy.
Yeah, he's heavy. That's the metal.
Them now.
Remember doing that? Right, boys.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, mate.
The moment we were waiting for.
Oh, it's hot. Yeah, it's pretty hot. How's yours? Cheers, boys.
What a great
Well
couple of days. I appreciate you guys watching. This episode is actually part of a larger series here in Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, we feel like we're just getting started, guys. I think today's 2 of a few week adventure, and it's just going to get better from here on. So subscribe to the channel if you're new here.